Aha! Finally in the studio, I get to do something that viewers have been requesting for a very long time. Side by side, the Savage Flux HP and the CEN Colossus, both electric 1/8 scale monster trucks. I do have both of these vehicles already, except my Savage Flux HP I've converted into a 1/5 scale electric. Some of you guys may remember that from previous episodes of RC Adventures. And boom, there is the CEN Colossus. I melted the ESC and motor on my last video with it, only because I was taking it through the mud and giving it a lot of amp draw. So, I figured I'd order up 2 more for this season of RC Adventures, and instead of just unboxing them off camera and kind of throwing them into the production line, that I would go over them quickly with you. I'm not going to be going into overly heavy detailed specs. I'd like to do a visual comparison. I will post information in the video description box down below for those that are interested in more detailed stuff. It's up to you guys to look on Google to find out where your nearest distributor of these products are. Your local hobby store or online. One thing I can say, Savage Flux HP sure has a lot of parts out there. You can order them pretty much or get them at most hobby stores, whereas the CEN Colossus, in my experience, has been more that you have to order these parts online, but they are easily and readily available for a pretty decent price at the time of this filming. So without any kind of chit chat, let's just get straight to unboxing. I'm going to do this off camera. Boom. Unboxed and ready for you to see. Just giving you a minute here to kind of take this in. Quite a physical size difference between the two. One notable thing I'll say is that this Savage is actually 6S compatible. Dual 3S LiPo batteries. 62 miles an hour or 100 kilometers per hour. It does come with a wheelie bar to set up on it. The CEN Colossus actually comes geared or set up for dual 2-cell LiPo batteries, both of which will do a standing wheelie for at least one city block. If you've got it down right and you don't flip over the CEN, they do standing wheelies just as well. We've jumped both of these machines. We've raced both of these machines. And I look forward to taking out new ones just so I can see, because it's been a few years since I actually worked with the Savage Flux before. Check it out. The radio now has a grip on it. Literally. The tires are quite different. I see a single shock setup, whereas the CEN actually has dual shock setup. A lot of people say they don't like the bumper on the CEN. It's a little bit more of a toy style bumper. One of the things I noticed is that the tires, much like the Savage, come right out to the bumper. In fact, these ones go past the bumper. That's okay, because if you hit something head on, you don't really need a whole lot of give in here. You just want the truck to stop. This one here has a little bit of play, but not too bad. It's just the type of plastic that's there. Now, I don't do the goods and the bads of vehicles because every vehicle has a chance to have a lot of fun. And between these two, the reason why I picked getting these ones again is because I have had a lot of fun with each. There we go. One of the really neat things about the CEN Colossus is that the body it comes with is completely black. You get 3 or 4 different styles of logos or stickers or decals that you can put on there. Green, gray, blue. Those are some of them. Let's take the lids off of each one, just so you can see inside. See the high body posts? Now here, let's point this out. Physical difference, really high body posts over here. Not so bad, really short. So if you actually look at the size difference, the Colossus is only raised up, what, another inch or so? So, isn't that interesting? How a body like this can make such a huge difference, right? Of course, shock setup does as well. Check this out. This actually has spring adjusters. So some preload to the shocks right there. You can actually take these out. They're just clips. And then the spring moves up. This is actually so it sits a little bit higher, has a little bit more tension. This one over here also has preloads in it. Right here. That suspension feels nice and soft. This one a little bit more springy. It's almost like I've got to set up some oil in here. That's okay. So on either side, here we go. Here's where one battery would go. Here's where the other one would go. And here you actually run dual batteries, one on top of each other. It really comes out to be the height of the ESC when you put dual 2 cells. This one has a metal frame. The Savage is known for its metal frame. Well, there should be aluminum. I guess aluminum is still in that category. This one has a roll bar to it. That's nice because I've ended up on the roof a lot. This one does not. But I don't end up on the roof so much with this one. I find I end up on the tires quite a bit with this. We've jumped them quite high. We've given them quite a bit of abuse. Ugh. Kingpins. I love it. No scratches. Still some styrofoam. Savox servos in there. Very nice. Nice and strong. Let's have a look at this right here. Giant wheel nuts on the outside. See the diameter of this wheel nut? And then check it out over here. The Savage is just a nut, right? If you don't have this proper nut, unfortunately, the tires are a bit hard. You need this washer underneath. So make sure if you do get a Savage that you tighten these all the time, because if you lose one, you might be out of luck for that day. Wow, neat. So both of them actually come with ultra plugs. That's the battery connector there. This one as well, ultra plugs. There is the monster ESC. Beautiful. Same with the motor. The heatsink on the motor is just mean. Castle's always been known for that. Nice overview of the vehicle for you. Same with this one over here. Here is the WP S8A. I believe it's a hobby wing. Waterproof is what WP stands for. Here's the motor under here. Quite large. Heatsink on top. Can I take it off? Not easily. Anyway, so there you go. You get a general idea. It's totally up to you guys for what you think is better. The hobby is a personal thing. And with each vehicle comes different awesome aspects that are always out there for you to discover. And a video like this, really, is just here to tantalize you, to get outside, and to have some fun with a very cool hobby. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit of an overview. I will put some specs up in the video description box down below. If you guys like the show, please subscribe, and maybe a like click has been earned today. See you next time, guys, in the next RC adventure.